If anybody's ever really considered getting into motorsport and not sure how, stick around because we're now into the really crucial bits. So just a bit of a recap on this mission. I've wanted to get into motorsport for years, but every time I've looked into it, you just get met with hurdles. There's these costs, there's them costs, you must buy this, you must do that. I just want to see what happens if I just take the car that I've got outside and take it racing with minimum spend. The car I've got outside is a diesel Vauxhall Meriva, so it's the least practical car in the world, and if I can do this, I'm kind of hoping it shows that anybody can do this. I think the big news is that I am entering all 7 rounds of the Javelin Sprint Series. That's the championship I've committed to, and I've actually paid in full. I managed to use most of my Christmas bonus to put a big chunk down on this, which took a bit of the pressure off it. To run through costs, to enter the full championship costs £1,500, but they do a deal where you could bulk buy a bit of store credit. So I actually got the entire championship for £1,400, which I think is really reasonable, and that includes championship registration as well. To run through some more costs, I've also booked myself on a sprint taster day 2 weeks before the championship kicks off. Because I paid for that early, I got that for £72. It should be £80, but I think that's quite reasonable because it really lets me get to grips with the whole sprint format and everything. And I also had to pay for my IOPD competition licence, which was £25. In terms of other things I've spent money on, I bought some £90 alloy wheels from Facebook Marketplace that needed a bit of a refurbish. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I didn't actually mind if they ended up looking crap, but I think they turned out alright, and I spent £10 on spray paint, sandpaper and stuff like that. It's not the best job in the world, but it's going to do. I'm not putting 2 lots of decent tyres on. One of these sets of wheels is literally just to get me home if something goes wrong. But that means I've got a bit more of a run in total now, so I can go for everything. So I've got the championship entry for £1,400. I've got the licence for £25, I've got the taster day for £72, and I've got the wheels for £100. And obviously we can add that to the car, which I worked out in the last episode was £655. Now obviously I didn't buy the car, but I wanted to factor the cost in because I wanted this to be as transparent as possible. Right, so by my maths, which I definitely had to stop to double check, I have now spent £2,252 so far. Obviously, I've not entered any rounds or anything yet, but I've now committed to all 7 and I've paid up all 7, so realistically, the big lump sum is done. In terms of what I still need to spend, I need tyres, and I want fairly good tyres. I mean, I'm not going for track tyres or anything like that. They are going to be road tyres. I mean, ultimately, it's not going to be the quickest car in the world, but I want to get some half-decent tyres. I need to get better brake pads. Now, ultimately, there's not much else I can do to the car. I'm trying to keep in the road class, and ultimately, I've got to keep it fairly standard. I'm racing with whatever I've got. I mean, that's the point of this. Try and spend as minimum amount as possible and just see what I can do with what I've got. Now, maybe as the year goes on, I might do a few little improvements to the car and stuff, but it is just going to be whatever I've got. It's what the car can do. Now, I've put about £100 to one side to do a little bit with the styling. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but ultimately, it's a brown Vauxhall Meriva. I want to do something to at least make it stand out a little bit. There will be some sort of go faster stripe, which I'm really hoping will make me go faster. Obviously, the wheels are going to stand out a little bit. And then I just want to do a few other little bits and bobs just to make it look a little bit better. Kind of like polishing a turd. But other than that, I feel like I've got the big expenses out of the way. I just get to start dealing with the fun stuff soon. So, in terms of what comes next, there is 84 days from the point of me filming this to the taster day, so I've got to get cracking with a few little bits. Obviously, tyres and brake pads I want to get sorted pretty soon because it's a heavy car and I think stopping is going to be more of an issue than starting. I need to go through a few of the regulations. There's a few things I need to do to the car, such as towing points, the earth cable, little bits like that. I'll do a video on that because that's the stuff that everybody's going to need to do. And then obviously I might do a video on the styling. It's going to be a bit like Pimp My Ride on a really crap budget. And then after that, I can do some footage at the taster day, actually see what the car can do. And I'm excited about that, to be honest. I'm going to take it easy on the taster day. You get 1 untimed run and at least 3 timed runs. I'm just going to build. I'm just going to start really slow and steady, and I'm just going to build up as the day goes on. Not push any boundaries, not take any stupid risks or anything like that. And then 2 weeks down the line, when it comes to the first proper event, I'll know what I'm doing. Obviously, it's best 5 rounds out of 7, so I can still use the first couple of events as a really sharp learning curve anyway. Take my time, learn the car, learn what it can do, learn what it can't do. Weather could play a factor as well, although I do want to do at least 1 round in absolute chucking down rain just to see what it's like. But yeah, really, other than that, we're now getting to the sharp end of it all, and we actually get to get cracking soon, which I really can't wait for.